All righty. Am I live now? I've hit the button. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I do not see the little eyeball. There. Okay, there's the little eyeball. So hopefully you should be able to see me now. Yay! Okay. All right, great. Okay, so Rihanna was really, really early, and Angelina was also early. So, Angelina, you're ready to work as soon as you get up. Not me. I need like 2 to 3 hours before my brain starts to function. I am not a morning person. I am definitely a night owl, which means I stay up far, far too late than is good for me. Yes, we are now here. You're lighting your candle, drinking your tea, listening to the sound of rain. Very nice, very atmospheric. Very cool. Erica is also here. Yay! I'm so glad. All right, so today's exciting. I'm working on the last 2 chapters of my book. And then, the extras, the prologue, the epilogue, making sure everything is kind of cohesive so that you can read it in one go and not go, wait, what happened? So yeah, but I'm so very, very close to the end. I feel like I left off at a really good spot yesterday that I can just kind of pick back up where I left off and keep on rolling. So the goal for today is to get one of those 2 chapters done. Small goals, try and keep the momentum going. So it's super exciting. Okay, so like always, I'm going to start a 15-minute timer for the first sprint. And then after that, we can have funky and fun times. But I am super, super excited. Let me know what you are working on today. Are you working on drafting, editing, outlining a new idea, drawing something? Are you editing a video? Who knows? Let me know what you're working on. Let's see, Shelby. Hello. Should be finishing your first draft today. Ooh, very nice. I think you were like maybe 1 or 2 days ahead of me. So it's very nice. Wondering if you should do a book or a comic. I think that may depend on your drawing skills. My drawing skills are not great. This little fairy over here I painted in high school, but it was traced off of a projection from one of Amy Brown's fairies. So my personal drawing skills are not great. Let's see, Erica's still in drafting, just hit a little over 40K. Yay! 40K is very impressive. It's enough that, like, when you tell people, they're like, oh, wow, that's a lot of words. And so they begin to take you a little bit more seriously. Angelina doing a bunch of stuff today, but just uploaded a writing vlog for tomorrow. Yay! Angelina, what is your channel name? Is that Life of Angelina? If so, we can all go follow you. Alrighty. Let's see. The timer. I should get the timer ready, right? Yes, I should get the timer ready. That way, I don't mess around and I can be productive along with all of you. Alrighty. 15 minutes on the timer, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, that was the end of sprint number 1. How did we do? Let's see what happened in the chat. Let's see. Ayana said you found the channel yesterday and Kate's live and now you're a fan. Yay! Well, thank you for coming to visit. And yeah, Angelina, if you want to, if you have the link to your channel, you feel free to drop it in the chat. That way we can all go click on it and become subscribers. And Abigail, Bluebird Studios, showed up. Hello. And when I said happy Monday, Ayannis was like, I forgot it was Monday. I thought it was Monday. Yes, time is very meaningless at the moment because of quarantine and shelter in place and how abnormal everything feels. I think most of the schools around me have finally finished their school year. And so the digital schooling is ended. There's still probably a couple of Zoom meetings this week for post planning and picking up all the gear and whatnot from the schools. But so summer is now in session where I live for schools. So, very good. I'm glad you were able to pick a name for him. Erica got 421 words. Woohoo! Shelby hit 80,000. Yay! You're writing the final battle scene. Yeah, I am right behind you. Like literally, I am right behind you trying to get to that final battle scene. I'm slowly creeping up. I'm getting there. Your school has 2 more weeks. Oh, you can do it. Just 2 more weeks. That's it. You timelined 1.5 chapters. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Erica says, Shelby, that's awesome. And yes, so does Angelina and Abigail. Shelby is excited. All right. How many words did I get? I didn't bother to check. Okay, let's check. I got 342 that time. So I need to, if you are tracking, make sure that you write down your number for the first 15 minutes sprint. Alrighty. You're so ready to type in the words the end. Yes, I know how you feel. Let's see where Angelina is. Schools usually go till the end of June, but you're not sure. Okay, very nice. Yeah, the South Georgia in the U.S. is weird. It's just kind of odd. They try and do this weird hybrid sometimes in schools where it's not quite year-round school, but they're slowly kind of creeping that way because the school calendars were originally in the U.S. mainly created for agricultural purposes. So the summer would be when a lot of the kids needed to work more on the farms. And so the breaks in schooling happen during either agriculturally busy times or usually typically Christian holidays. And so as the agricultural, as urban areas expanded and more people were living in the urban areas rather than doing the mainly agricultural jobs that used to be the premier thing, and agriculture got more industrialized, the school year has shifted really, really strangely, and I don't know. So Ayana wants to know what we are writing, what genre. I am writing YA fantasy, dark fantasy. I have a dark magician as my main character. I initially thought he was going to be a necromancer, but yeah, I've changed my mind. He's at least not going to be a necromancer in this book. We don't know about the future yet because I haven't written those yet. Let's see. Angelina likes the idea of year-round school. The breaks are too long and it makes it hard to get back in. Sometimes there's a weird break in February in where I am, and it's very odd because it's usually either right before or right after like the biggest winter storm, or like as close to a winter storm as we get in Georgia. So we often have, instead of the like 1 week or the couple of days that they've outlined to take off, we usually have like double that, and it's just so strange. Shelby's writing YA fantasy. Abigail, adult fantasy. Yeah, we're just like a fantasy stream here. Yeah, really tiring. Poor kids. Yeah, definitely. Why, urban fantasy? Maybe. We're not quite sure. Doing fantasy. Yes, everybody's doing fantasy right now because it's fun. Escapism. We all like the idea of having magic. Year-round school has more breaks. They're just not as long. Yeah. All right. Shall we do another sprint and get some more done? That way Shelby can maybe get closer to her the end marker, and I can get one chapter closer to writing that part. So how long do we want to do? We can do a funky time. We can do a 20-minute, 25-minute. What are you interested in? Let me know. I am so excited about the next couple of scenes because it is sort of, I'm leading into those big, that big climactic battle. Yes, we should definitely do that. Should we do 25-25? I think so. We could do a 25-20. Okay, so for like the year. Sure, let's do that. That incorporates both of your ideas. Alrighty. Is it showing up properly? Yes. Okay, excellent. And this will be the second sprint. Okay, so 25-20, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okie dokie. That was the end of sprint number 2. So, how did we do? I finished the first scene in chapter 27, which is great. And I started on the second scene, as well as I went and added several notes for when I go back through and make the draft cohesive. Things like my main character should have an amulet that his mother gave him that is going to play a part in the story, but I need to go make sure that I write that into existence near the beginning of the book, and then I reference it several times through. That way it's not just a, ooh, how convenient thing. But how many words did I get? Let's see, got to do the maths. You know, I noticed that I began, when I began watching more European YouTubers and authortubers, I have started saying the maths instead of just math or mathematics. So I don't know why that is, but there you go. I keep hitting the wrong app. 8, 3, 4 minus 42. Okay, so I wrote 532 during the second sprint, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And I have now broken 87,000 for the manuscript as a whole. So, creeping closer. I had kind of anticipated, after sort of figuring out how long each of my scenes were, I began to think it was creeping towards that 90K mark. It's a lot of writing. Let's see. Ayana left, but she may pop in later. Angelina, woohoo! I finished the timeline. All right, even though it will have to be redone. Yeah, I kind of, you know, I sympathize with that because there's so much that I want to redo already. But that's okay because you learned so much more about your story and where you want it to go. Yay! Clarification always feels so good. 768. Wow. Very impressive. Very impressive. Shelby, 567 words. One more chapter in the epilogue. Yay! You're so close. 87. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Let's see. You haven't been getting much of anything done since last Tuesday. Oh, right, because you finished your edits. But you're pretty much okay with that. That's right. You deserve a break. You can have a break if you need to take a break. That was what I decided. When I started doing the Sunday streams, I was definitely being more productive and writing like more often, I guess. But my brain felt like mush. And so I decided I needed to take my break days again. I have... Let's see if I can. There we go. I've got my daily writings, and the little less than marks are when I write less than 1,000 words. And so just like the month of May has been awesome, but I felt like my brain was melting. So I needed to take a break. So I took several breaks. I took one on, I think, Thursday, and then I took Saturday off as well. So yeah. I mean, that's not to say I didn't write anything. I just wrote less than 1,000 words, and most of it was not in this particular story. So, you know, you need a break sometimes, and that's okay. I'm so excited. I did manage to, I had kind of remembered that, like sort of somewhere in the back of my brain, like my main character gets a recommendation from his mentor to go to the Mages Academy. And the excuse that they give, because they can't tell them, hey, this boy is a dark mage, you should teach him, because dark mages are a no-no in the kingdom. And so he has a minor affinity for wind or air magic. And so they use that as sort of his excuse. They're like, he's got wind magic, but it's a really small talent for that. But his like mana, the amount of magic that he holds is enormous. So he's an oddity in that regards. So they let him in for that. And so some of the nobles, I had wanted to go back and include that they wanted to kind of siphon his power off and just like, you know, use his power for the nobles, for the betters, instead of allowing him to be. And so I had to go back and like add notes for that. So yeah, that was fun. Kind of scary, but fun. Alrighty, so since Shelby is so close to getting done, and I also am really, really hoping to get this next scene done, shall we do another sprint, and how long should it be? Are we interested in doing maybe a 30-minute sprint since it's just now 2 o'clock my time? The more you hear about the story, the more I can't wait to read it. Yay! I hope so. Hello, Keep Faith Baby. How are you? We are contemplating the length of the next sprint. I'm so excited. I just want to get this done. Love the premise. Yes, me too. I'm excited about it. So... otherwise, I would not have been able to write 87,000 words of it. That's for sure. You're up for anything. All right, let's do a 30-minute sprint then. And then we will figure out what to end up on. So don't forget to hydrate if you need to. Get a sandwich if you need to. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself while we are doing this. And don't forget to save your document. You feel productive, you guess. All right, that's awesome. That is what we are here for. We are here to be productive. We have, most everybody seems to be writing fantasy, and but you can write whatever genre you write. And Shelby is working on the last chapter in the epilogue, and I'm 2 chapters, like 1.5 chapters in the prologue from the end. So we're so close. Thank you. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a fun read once I get it to be cohesive. Like, that's the thing. I know that it's kind of disjointed at the moment, but I know that I will get it to the point where it's amazing. And that feels really good. All right, so 3rd writing sprint for 30 minutes. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, how did we do? I got so close to the end of this scene. It's very exciting. They have finally, the high priest has finally revealed what his end goal is, which is the revival of the war aspect of his god. And so chaos is about to ensue, and it's exciting. Alrighty. I should probably take the little banner off. But how did I do word-wise? I feel like I made a lot of progress just like getting the idea down, but I don't know how many words I got just yet. So let's check. Ooh, I think I got just shy of 1,000 actually. Let's see. Um, 1,800 minus 874. 926, which feels pretty good. That feels pretty darn good. Let's see. Almost done with the line art. Feeling productive. Great. That's how we want to feel. Added 332 words to your draft, and you're trying to clean it up a bit. Yep. Very good. Very good. Erica, 1,095 words. Yay! Did you happen to finish a scene or a chapter? Are you that much closer to writing the end? We did do great. We all did great. That's fantastic. I don't know why I just did that voice, but okay. 926. What did we do? We did 25 for the second sprint, and then we just did a 30-minute sprint. Gotta update my spreadsheet. You finished one, and you started the next chapter. Yay! How much do I have left? Okay, so I need to finish this scene, which is where the main character is going to make that decision to step out and fight. And then I need to write the battle scene. And that'll be done. That will be chapter 27. And then 28 is sort of like the end of the battle. And then where he wakes up because he gets knocked out. Sort of like how he's going to get rescued. And then his reconnection with the parents has to happen. So it's exciting. I feel really, really excited, but I'm also like, this feels like it's so little, but like it's such a massive point in the plot that if you spend all this time leading up to the battle and then the battle sucks, then yeah, it's like that fear, that doubt just kind of comes in, and you're like, am I doing this right? Am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? Is it too little? Is it fast paced? Is it too slow? All that kind of stuff. Let's see. Am I doing a series or a standalone? So I'm doing the first book in what I hope to be a series. But with the first books in a series, you always want it to be able to stand on its own. Like you want it to have a complete story in and of itself. And so like you've got to make sure that all books want a beginning, a middle, and an end, but you want to leave the reader satisfied enough that they are going to come back. If they are feeling super frustrated by the end of your book, then they won't want to get your second book, or at least that's sort of like the experience I've had as a reader and what I've heard from my other reader friends for reasons why they abandoned series. Yeah. You hate writing the end mostly because you're awful at writing action. Yeah. So I'm like having to remember all the battle scenes and the fight scenes from movies that I liked, that I enjoyed. That way I'm like, okay, they can do this. His arm will do this. No, wait, that's physically impossible. I need to do something different. So like I'm like trying to figure out how to do all that kind of stuff. Plus, when you add in magic, then you have to make sure that whatever you are doing with slinging magic is enough in line with your magic system. But you also, of course, there's always the option of, if you're a mage and you're slinging magic, you have to be wary that somebody is not going to come over and bop you on the head with a sledgehammer. So there's like everything in the fights and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's going to get written. So we'll see. What's up? We just finished writing sprint number 3, and we are very, very excited. We are very close to the end of my book, and let's see, was it Shelby's is writing the, yes, Shelby is writing the last chapter and epilogue to hers, and we are making lots of progress, and Erica finished another scene and on to the next chapter. So yeah, so we're all excited. And welcome, Drew. I forgot to say welcome. So, yep. And that's true for drawing as well, is when you have to make it make sense so that they know what movement is going on, but it still looks nice and proportional and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it is 2:40 essentially. Let's see if we did, let's do a 15-minute to wind us down then. And we will then have our little like, how do we do for the whole stream bit. Alrighty, so let's get the screen shared. And we want to reset it. Nope, got to shrink it down so that I can adjust the time. All right, so 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the last sprint. How did we do? I think maybe 400-ish. $433 that time. So not bad. So I was able to get 2,233 for the stream. And so now I am sitting at 88,469 words for the manuscript. So I haven't quite finished. I think maybe I have like maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs more before the end of this scene. So I think I still have another scene that I want to knock out today that I'll do once I sign off in order to get my 1 chapter goal. But not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Let me remember to add this to my whatchamacallit, spreadsheet. That's what you call it. All right, how did we do? Let's see. Drew said his best advice for when you are stuck in a scene, try to find the music for it. Yeah. I have to make sure it's like instrumental though, because I cannot handle lyrics when I'm writing, because I start typing the lyrics. Just doesn't work for me. Just finished the line art, and now you get to color. Yay! Angelina loves lo-fi and ambience music, listening to Harry Potter Diagon Alley at night ambience. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Also got the rain sounds in there. Okay, so when you said rain sounds, you're listening to the ambient, not it's raining outside. Gotcha. Okay. 510. Very nice. Very nice. Shelby, 391 words. I know I'll finish today, but I needed to add more than I realized. Yeah, that was once I started writing this scene, I realized I'm going to need a 3rd scene. So, it happens, but you are closer to writing that the end than you were when you started. Oh, I just lost there we go. Yes, 88K. It's a lot, but yes. Do the same thing with music. Yep. Currently listening to Magic Fairy Cottage ambience. Harry Potter is cool too. It's very nice. Even got some color in. Nice, nice. Yes, congratulations, Erica. It's a big achievement, says Abigail. Loves the fairy ones for ambiance. Anything whimsical or just fireplace and pages being flipped? Yeah. What about like pen writing? Do you guys listen to that, or does that sort of like mess with your brain? I don't know. I'm usually writing in silence because I get so easily distracted. I'm very, very distractible, and I have gotten much, much worse as I've gotten older. I feel like my attention span has shrunk so much. Like I used to be able to just sit down and read a book in one sitting, like 4 hours nonstop, just knock it out. And I can't do that anymore. I cannot concentrate worth anything. That's right. Bluebird Studios, Abigail cheering us on. Yeah. Good job, Erica. It's huge. Epic Music World. Yes, I do love those. And I also have Pandora's Journey. Like that one too. It's also actually raining. Okay. There's one from Autumn Cozy. Swamp Sounds. Okay. Cool. Pen sounds is scratching. Very nice. Yeah, the attention span, like, oh boy. I that's why I always kind of start off with the shorter 15-minute one, because I cannot, like, if I start with this huge window of time, I'm like, la-di-da-di-da, I don't know what to do. And so I always have to start that like smaller increment to get my brain to like actually train to focus. And even still, I'm sure you've seen me in the little mini cam. I'm like looking all around and I'm nuts. That's what. You love the typewriter sounds, pen sounds, birds, water, tea pouring. Does that make you have to go to the bathroom? I feel like that would. Like just the sound sometimes. Like, oh, I don't know. That may just be me. Fireplace, snow, rain. Yep. Lots of sounds, lots of music. Yes. I have most of my music recommendations and channels on like my personal YouTube channel. And so I switched to like the Dawdling Writer channel when I am mainly doing, but I have found myself sort of slowly creeping back into listening to the music on the Dawdling Writer as well, just when I'm not like in the writing mode, just kind of like whenever, because I'm lazy and don't want to switch back to my other account. Don't really listen to music and soundtracks, but you watch the TV on the side. Yeah, just to have kind of like the white noise. And Drew says yes to the Pandora Journey. Yes. It's a very good one. It's all great. I also love listening to just Harry Potter soundtrack. Ambient World is great for those. Yeah. I've tried to do just like the regular ambient stuff. And then I also have tried going to like the actual coffee shop. Not right now, obviously, because the world. But yeah, I don't know. I just find that like I put in my earbuds and I listen to whatever is on my computer music wise, and I don't get as much done in a coffee shop. I don't know, but maybe that's just because I get distracted by people watching, because people are hysterical. For my master's program, we had to do like a people observation log, which I don't even know like what exactly was the purpose of that, because it didn't really tie in with the workshops that we were doing and the thesis that we were writing. This was for a master's in teaching English, by the way. So I just kind of like, I went to Barnes & Noble, I sat in that cafe, and I like just was stream of consciousness writing down like who was around me, what they were talking about, what they were wearing. I would like look up through the windows and see people. And apparently like that's not how you're supposed to write your observation notes, but because my observations were apparently amusing to my teacher, she gave me an A anyway. And all I remember was she wrote that she just like kind of fell out of her chair laughing when she read a portion of my notes where I had seen a lady who was writing. She was wearing writing pants, like equestrian pants. And so I was like, oh, I wonder like where, it's like, I wonder like where around here she goes writing. There's like, we're in the middle of the city. Like there's no place to go writing. Like I wonder how far she had to drive and like why she's still wearing those pants. Like why she didn't change out of them. I don't know. Anyway, but apparently she left. And so I got an A. So I still don't know how to do observation notes the way you're properly supposed to, because I made my teacher laugh instead. There you go. All right, Erica says goodbye. Goodbye. Drew says goodbye. Bye. He's off to listen to the music because we inspired him. I know some people just put on headphones, won't listen to anything. Yeah, just that sort of like added buffer. Yeah. People watching is so funny though. Yeah. Ayana is leaving. What classes did I take? So in the master's program, there wasn't a whole lot of choice because it was a smaller school, but I took one on young adult novels, which they were great reads. But most of it was about writing and teaching writing. and how to create workshops, and then how to deal with a variety of like special needs and like the legalities behind those, and like how to effectively mark up essays and whatnot, which I did not do well at that portion because I still don't know how to quickly and efficiently grade like a full set of essays. For like the most efficient way, if you're looking for learning how to grade essays, you apparently really need to take the advanced placement training. And they teach you how to read an essay in like 3 to 5 minutes and grade it and just be done. I'm like, I need that. I really need that. But anyway. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that we got so much done, and I am that much closer, as are a couple of us, to writing the end at the end of our draft. It's so exciting. All right. I will be back on Wednesday, same time, 1 to 3, and I may be able to finish it on Wednesday if I get enough done today after I sign off. That is. Shelby, you're welcome, and thank you for joining me. I'm glad that I'm not writing into the void alone, so I think that this is fun. So this helps. You're welcome. Yes, fun times and being productive. Yay. All right, so I will see y'all at some later point, hopefully on Wednesday, if you can make it. If not, no worries. We're trying to be relaxed and just be productive when we can. So I will see y'all later. Bye. If I can hit the button.